One. Hey, everybody. So, this is not a figment of your imagination. This is not a parallel universe, even though I do look kind of squiggly. It's just weird lighting in my room. We're back. The Sit Down Podcast is back. Did I have to drag Becca kicking and screaming to do this? Yes and no.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes and no. Becca was excited about this to my surprise. And then I don't know, shit. I mean, we were just sitting up talking and then about life, catching up as friends do. And then next thing I know, I start looking through the old Instagram, and next thing you know, I start seeing our old podcast videos, and I started seeing some of you. I can't say a lot of you because we're not fucking famous or whatever. I need to stop cursing. But we're not famous or whatever, but a lot of you, I just said I wouldn't say that. Some of you missed us. And I think that was the driving force behind it because Becca, correct me if I'm wrong, you were like people would still come up to you and talk to you about
Yes.
like the podcast. That shocked me. Please tell the
Me
viewers
too.
about that because I was not aware.
So, in the past 4 years, had a lot of things going on. So, sorry about that. We just dipped off the face of the earth, guys.
Yeah.
I now work at Chick-fil-A, still in Texarkana. Um, and some of my kids that work at the store with me, they're like, "Is this you?" And they pulled up our Instagram, and I was like, put that away. I was 19, 18. We had just graduated high school. We were living on our own. He was off at college. We were trying to figure out life. Put it away. And they're like, no, y'all should do this again. And I was like, what do you mean we should do this again? And a lot of them are going into the world. A lot of them are going into the same situations that we were in. Some of them are going off to the military, some of them are going off to college, some of them just want to move out of their parents' house and go to work like I did. And then go to like a community college because it's cheaper in the long run. I'm not gonna lie to you. So they were like, no, y'all need to bring this back. We as a generation could use this again. There's not many people our age talking about this kind of stuff. And they said, we already look up to you and your friend seems really cool. And I was like, does he?
Yeah,
So yeah, and then that just kind of snowballed into this.
it snowballed, yes. And yes, guys, many things have changed in 4 years. Becca bullying me has not. That will never
Yeah.
change. Love her though. You know, she got to take anger management class.
Hey, it's gotten better.
But yeah, no, I mean, to tell you the truth, I've missed doing this, just because I think they're right. There's so much going on in the world. A lot has happened in 4 years, guys. And we're not going to cover it in this one episode. In fact, we probably won't even cover it, all of it, in the episodes we do after this because there's so
Yeah.
much to talk about. But yeah, no, I mean, we used to get on here. My sister Miracle used to join us. I think Beck and I have agreed that we're going to keep it just us. We love you, Miracle. It's nothing personal. It's just we're all busy.
Yeah.
And coordinating for two people's hard enough, let alone three. But yeah, no, I mean, I wanted to bring this back when I heard it was in demand from people because that's the reason we started it. And I think that's what brought me back to it was we started it because we had a good conversation about politics and life, and then your friend in the car heard our conversation and was like, "You guys should have a podcast about this." And you and I were like, "It's COVID season. Why not?" Right? And
Yeah.
then we started doing it, and then we started use still like out when we were still doing it actively, people would come up to you and be like, "Hey, you do this?" Like, I'll find the podcast, da da da. And people started watching it. We weren't like, Corey Kenshin or anything. Like, we don't have like 7 million subscribers or whatever, but people cared about what we had to say. And in this day and age, as we'll discuss in later episodes, it's a hard thing to have happen. So we were very appreciative of it, but life happened. I've been off at college at the University of North Texas. I graduated in my undergrad. I'm doing my master's now. I have one more semester this upcoming semester, and then I'm going to be graduated with my master's degree. I got into a healthy relationship in that time. Me and my girlfriend have been going out for over a year and a half now. And I've been acting still. There's so much that I've been doing, and then I saw that Becca's life was busy, so it was just like maybe putting the podcast away for now is the best for the both of us. And it was. And then, like I said, it takes that one spark to be like, you know what? Let's bring it back.
Yeah.
Let's do this again. And I'll speak for me in this. I think now is the best time to do this than ever because There's a lot, as I've said, there's a lot going on in the world, and a lot of it's negative, in my opinion. There's a lot of, I saw this commercial when I was watching a football game with my family the other day. I saw this commercial about stop the hate. It was different individuals and celebrities saying that phrase and whatever. And I took the commercial to heart and I took it seriously, but then again I didn't because I was like, if we want people to stop the hate, it's going to take more than this because a lot of people don't care about how they're treating other people right now. And I think it's one of those things where it's like I don't know how many commercials we need to see of this and the commercials of stop the hate, spread love, be kind, all this other stuff. I don't know how much of this is stuff that people are actually going to receive and take in, or it's stuff just for marketing and PR and just so it was uplifting and disheartening at the same time because I'm just like, well, where is that love? Where is that kindness? Because it's around in spurts in some places, depends on where you look, but it's definitely not a hot commodity right now. So I think that is another one of the biggest reasons I was like, we need to do this. So, but Becca, what about you?
Yeah, past 4 years have been a roller coaster, up and down. So graduated with my associates in general studies from Texarkana College. Took me a while to get there, but you know what? It doesn't matter how fast you get there, as long as you get there.
True.
Been paying for school out of pocket, which is why it took so long. Going back for a music degree now because I'm going to go be a music teacher or teacher of some sort. Um, I don't know just yet. I know I want to teach because, like Mason said, there's a lot of negative out in the world, and a really good way to spread positivity and to uplift the next generation is to be on the front lines, and no one better suited for that than teachers. I actually got out of my long-term relationship, unfortunately. That is going to be difficult to overcome, but you know what? Things change, life happens, and you have to live and learn, and then you kind of roll with the punches. Um, Still living on my own. Now I'm a manager at Chick-fil-A, which is not a bad thing. It's a little crazy. It can get crazy. A lot of the kids see what I do and they try to model their life after me. And I said, don't do that. I'm just a human. You know, there's things and bits and pieces from other people's lives that you can take and build your own, kind of like Legos. There's a manual. You don't got to follow it though. You know what I mean? So
Uh,
yeah,
Becca,
a
man.
lot of kids, they hear what I gotta say and they see what I've done with my life and they're like, hey, it may not be something big to everyone else, but it's big to us, it's big to me, and you should go talk about this and maybe it'll inspire somebody. So yeah, that was my little spiel.
Yeah. Um, those types of things are always important. And I think because I've had similar things where it's like people have told me what I mean to them as well as like just told me like you inspire me, you help me through this. And I think, guys, I think that's why we made this in the first place. Becca and I have had, and I know a lot of people say this a lot, but Becca and I have really never been like, oh, we need to get famous. Yes, I want to be an actor, but we didn't do this podcast for like, oh, like potential sponsors and blowing up on YouTube and subscribers and all this other stuff. We did it because we want to help people. I have always viewed Becca.
Yeah, I know.
I've always viewed Becca as a protector of sorts. She's someone that she carries a big shield with her and she uses it not just for herself but for other people. And that's why I couldn't think of a better thing to do than this podcast and things like that. And I know for me, I like to help people. I've realized that a lot since I've gotten into college. Is like I really like helping people and I like being able to talk to people about the issues that they're going through and things like that. And I like being able to relate to them. And even if I can't, I try the best that I can. And I think in reality, when you have those mixed together for like some content creation in terms of helping people out and inspiring people, or even just getting people to listen, I think that's something that matters. And I think that I'm proud of both of us that we haven't lost that. So, but yeah, guys, there have been some improvements and some updates. We're on TikTok now. For how long that will be, I have no idea, depending on how certain bills get passed. But never fear,
Yeah.
never fear, because the Instagram is still active, and we are on YouTube, which is
And the
where
YouTube is here.
the YouTube is here, because we, being 18 and 19-year-olds, for some reason thought, yeah, we'll just post 30-minute videos on Instagram and people will check those out. Yeah, and no. I mean, again,
No,
we didn't
no.
really get
They check out
involved.
the first 10, 15.
They check out the first 10 to 15, and then they say this is like 30 minutes. I have other stuff to do, which is fair. Um, but yeah, no, I mean, we have a YouTube channel now, and we're gonna be uploading the full length pod on our YouTube channel. And we're going to be, of course, doing what a lot of people do, which is like, the snippets and stuff, like we'll go up on the Instagram and things like that. But if you want the full thing, and you're gonna want the full thing, we're very entertaining people. You go to the YouTube channel, it's the Sit Down
I am at
Podcast.
least.
You try to give, and all right, you guys are gonna love this season of the Sit Down Podcast. Season two. They say second seasons are never better than the first ones, but I think we're gonna give that a run for its money.
This
Because,
one better be.
well, yeah, we don't look like freshmen anymore. So that's a good thing, because oh my God, I still find it funny that they found you and you're just like, is this what you used to do? That's funny to me.
I was like, yeah.
Yeah, we did that. And I mean, hey, at least they were listening to it. And I think, again, guys, that's what we strive for. We just strive to be relatable people, because Becca and I are not perfect whatsoever. And we struggle, we go through the same struggles. And that's why that we wanted to do this, was because we want to be relatable people who are going through similar things. And there's no topic off the table, guys. I know we were 18, 19, and we talked about a lot of stuff then, but we're in our 20s now. I recently just turned 23. So there is officially like nothing off the table. For those who don't know sign language, he called me an old man. Thank you. Thank you for that. Mama Huggins gets a
My
shout out.
pleasure.
She taught us sign language. Yeah, no, but so we will talk about anything. And we would love for you guys to leave suggestions in the comments on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, for as long as that's available. Just leave us comments. A lot of you are our friends, so feel free to DM us. We are not internet celebrities, and nor are we trying to be. We're just trying to do something nice for everybody, and something that's nice for ourselves. This is very therapeutic. This is very therapeutic for
Yes.
me. So yeah, no, Becca, you got any other things to say?
There's going to be a lot more conversations and a lot more topics that we didn't cover in the first place that have now arisen in
Yep.
our lives, especially mine and his, that we're going to talk about with you guys. And some of them may hit home, some of them may be a little bit too personal. But in this day and age, a little too personal, a little hitting home is something we all need right now. So
Yeah.
just be on the lookout. Go ahead and send your suggestions in. We're going to do polls weekly on
Weekly,
Instagram. I'm saying
weekly.
weekly.
Yeah,
Weekly.
guys. Also, I know I said that we're not big on the internet, but we're gonna act like it here for a little bit. We're busy people,
Yeah.
so don't don't hold your breath with sometimes. I will say this. We're going to film Mondays, and we're going to try to upload by like Tuesday or Wednesday. We're going to try to upload as quickly as we can. As far as like polls and stuff, we're not going to ignore you. We're going to see what you say. Just give
Yeah.
us a little bit of time. But we're excited to be back, and the good news is we can go ahead and rip this band-aid off. This is not just an over the break thing. Beck and I have talked. We're gonna work out the logistics, but we're planning to continue this because we
Yeah.
enjoy this. It's fun. It's a good way for us to vent, and also it's a great way for us to connect with other people and show other people that, hey, you're not alone. Come watch the Sit Down Podcast. Listen to us, watch us, hear us, and you know,
Wow.
have a good time.